Remember that so-called fake crypto you've been mining on your phone? The one people dismissed as a game? A social experiment with no real-world value? For years, a quiet revolution has been building, one tap at a time, in the pockets of millions around the globe. Skeptics scoffed, experts questioned, and the mainstream crypto world largely looked the other way. It was labeled a data harvesting scheme, a pyramid structure with no foundation, a digital mirage. They called it points in an app, not a real currency. They said it would never amount to anything more than a number on a screen. But while the critics were busy criticizing, the community was busy building. Patiently, persistently. Well, something just happened that shatters that entire narrative. That fake crypto just became a gold sponsor at Token2049, one of the most prestigious and influential Web3 conferences on the planet. Yes, Pi Network has officially stepped out of the shadows and onto the global stage, right in the heart of Singapore's bustling tech scene. This isn't just a marketing move, it's a declaration. It's a statement that Pi is not only real, but is ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with the giants of the blockchain industry. To understand the gravity of this, you have to understand what Token2049 Island. It's the Super Bowl of crypto conferences, the premier gathering for the brightest minds, the deepest pockets, and the biggest players in the space. It's where billion-dollar deals are made over coffee, where the future of decentralized technology is debated and defined. To be a gold sponsor means you are not just attending, you are a pillar of the event. So imagine the cognitive dissonance for attendees, walking past booths for established exchanges and powerhouse protocols, and then seeing it, the unmistakable Pi logo, shining brightly, inviting the entire industry to take a second, much closer look. The energy was electric. You could feel the mix of disbelief, intrigue, and grudging respect in the air as seasoned crypto veterans, venture capitalists, and curious developers approached the Pi booth. Their questions were direct and penetrating. What is Pi really? How have you amassed over 35 million users with zero marketing spend? Is the mainnet live? The presence of Pi as a gold sponsor forced the industry to confront a project that has grown into one of the world's largest crypto communities, largely outside the traditional venture capital and media hype cycle. It was a moment of reckoning, and the timing couldn't be more perfect, because this grand entrance on the world stage coincides with the single most important milestone in Pi's history. After years of meticulous development, community building, and rigorous testing, the moment that millions have been waiting for has arrived. Pi's mainnet is finally here. For those unfamiliar with the terminology, this is the pivotal moment when a cryptocurrency project graduates from a simulated environment to a live, functioning, and independent blockchain. The testnet phase, where Pi has lived for years, was like a flight simulator perfect for training pilots, testing systems, and fixing bugs without real-world consequences. The mainnet is the actual flight. It's the live network where the Pi you've mined becomes a real digital asset on its own sovereign blockchain. This isn't just an update, it's a fundamental breakthrough. It's the activation of a new digital economy. And with the launch of the mainnet, your Pi coins, once you pass the necessary identity verification, are now fully transferable within the ecosystem. This initial phase is known as the enclosed mainnet. Think of it as a carefully constructed biosphere, a walled garden designed to foster stability and genuine utility before exposing the ecosystem to the wild volatility of the open market. While it's not yet connected to external exchanges, meaning you can't trade Pi for Bitcoin or dollars just yet, it allows the massive community of pioneers to begin transacting with each other and with applications built on the Pi platform. This is a crucial deliberate step. Instead of rushing to open market speculation, which has been the downfall of countless projects, Pi is focusing on building a robust, self-sustaining internal economy first. It's about proving value through use, not just through price. The ecosystem you've helped build, this global network of over 35 million engaged members, is the foundation, and it is now open for real-world transactions. This means the Pi in your wallet can be used to buy goods and services from merchants who integrate Pi payments. It means you can pay a friend for your share of dinner, or tip a content creator for their work, all using Pi, directly from your phone, with minimal fees. This is the birth of genuine utility, driven by the community itself. It's open for applications and services. The Pi platform isn't just a currency, it's a development environment. With the Pi browser and SDK, developers can now build decentralized applications, or dApps, that tap directly into Pi's massive pre-existing user base. We're already seeing the first wave of innovation from community hackathons, peer-to-peer marketplaces where pioneers can barter for goods, social media platforms that reward creators with Pi, and games that integrate the currency. Imagine a freelance graphic designer in the Philippines getting paid in Pi by a small business owner in Brazil, instantly and with near zero fees. This creates a powerful virtuous cycle. More users attract more developers, who build more useful apps, which in turn makes the Pi currency more valuable and useful for everyone. strengthening the entire network from within. Underpinning all of this is a technology that was designed from day one to be accessible and sustainable. Unlike Bitcoin, which requires massive amounts of energy and expensive hardware for mining, Pi uses a modified version of the Stellar Consensus Protocol. It achieves this through a novel mechanism of security circles interlocking groups of trusted users who collectively vouch for the validity of transactions. This creates a global trust graph that is secured by the community itself, not by raw computing power. It's a greener, more accessible, and fundamentally more democratic approach to cryptocurrency, fulfilling the original vision of a currency truly for and secured by the people. For the millions of pioneers worldwide, this moment is more than just a technical launch. This validates what you've known and believed in all along. It's the reward for years of patience, for tapping that button every single day, for inviting your friends and family, and for weathering the storm of skepticism. It's the confirmation that your belief was not misplaced. You weren't just playing a game. You were participating in the largest-scale community-building exercise in crypto history. You were bootstrapping a new global economy from the ground up, one tap at a time. Pi Network isn't just another crypto project. It has fundamentally inverted the typical crypto launch model. Where others launch a token and then struggle to find users and a use case, Pi focused on building a massive, engaged, and globally distributed community first. It solved the distribution problem before even launching its mainnet, a stark contrast to the build it and hope they come mentality that pervades the space. It is a decentralized future built by everyday people, for everyday people. This isn't about catering to elite investors or tech insiders. It's about empowering the unbanked, providing access to a digital currency for those left behind by the traditional financial system, and creating a platform where value is created and shared by the community, not extracted by intermediaries. The journey, however, is far from over. The launch of the enclosed mainnet is a beginning, not an end. The road ahead is challenging. It involves scaling the KYC, or Know Your Customer, solution to tens of millions of users across nearly every country on Earth, a logistical and technical undertaking of unprecedented scale in the crypto space. It also means continuing to foster a vibrant developer ecosystem that can build the killer apps that will define Pi's utility. The core team has been transparent about the conditions for the next phase: the open network period, mass KYC completion, and the maturity of the app ecosystem. This deliberate milestone-based strategy is designed to protect the network and its members from manipulation and ensure long-term health and stability. But make no mistake, the most critical phase has begun. The wait is over. The period of theoretical value is ending, and the era of demonstrated utility is here. The network is live. The currency is moving. The ecosystem is growing. The future of Pi Network is now. The question is no longer if, but how far will it go? This is your invitation to be part of the answer. Join the millions of pioneers, download the app, and start building the future of money. The revolution will not be centralized. It will be distributed, one phone at a time.